The title speaks for itself. The profitable trader in you. I won't forget, the few times that I came across trading. You see some guy driving a Lambo making all this money because he pushed some buttons on his computer screen, and you think to yourself, you know what? If he can do it, so can I. You feel me? And that's why we're all here, right? We all believe that we can live a better life because of trading. The thing is, how do we go from where we are right now to being that profitable trader that is within us? And we do that by understanding the stages that we go through on our journey to becoming a profitable trader. I remember in the very beginning, you feel me, like I'm right here, brand spanking new, super optimistic because all I'm thinking about is the money, and, traveling, first class. You can't wait to quit your job. At the time I was doing like nightlife and nightlife events and all that kind of nature, so I just want to get out of that. You tell all your friends you're doing this trading thing, and you have like a lavish vision. Because hell, if someone can do it, why not me? At least that's just how I thought. And quickly enough, all that changed when I actually started trading. I think we can all relate to this. It's like you have this crazy infatuation, and then all of a sudden you realize trading is actually pretty damn hard, right? I like to call this stage the frustrated novice, because here you finally realize that trading is actually not that easy. You're very frustrated. You've probably invested in like one, maybe two mentors. You're strategy hopping. You lost thousands. For me, I lost tens of thousands. You're trying to scramble for some money so that you can invest in more courses. And here in this part, usually this is for like years 1 to like, at least it took me 2 years. I was in this phase. And in this time, like, all your friends know you trade, your family knows you trade. And you get to a point, year 1, year 2, and you're pleasantly surprised that I'm not where I want to be yet. And it's kind of disappointing. You tell your friends that, oh, this trading thing is working, but deep down, it's not. And it's one of those really weird gray areas in your life that makes you want to quit. And most people do quit here, but not you. You fought through. You fought through that. And now as a result, you're this enlightened trader. That's supposed to be a halo, by the way. You're enlightened because you've mastered one strategy, maybe 2, maybe 3. The key here is that you've mastered it. You've mastered yourself. You're cool, calm, confident, and self-assured. You have nothing to prove to anyone because you proved to yourself at this point that you can do it. You were the most important person you had to prove it to, and you did it, right? For me, this took about a little over 3 years. That's subjective to everyone else. But the key here is to understand these 3 stages. And the difference between each stage is the thinking. Because remember, in the very beginning, all you thought about was like, oh, the money, the traveling, oh, you get very infatuated with the idea of becoming a trader until you realize what it actually takes. Your thinking here starts to change where you realize, oh, this is not as easy as I thought it was gonna be. You're very frustrated. You've probably lost a lot of money. You're strategy hopping like crazy. You're trying to get as much money as you can to invest in courses, load up your account, blah, 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 blah. This is the most frustrating part, but you blast right through it. And once you've kind of achieved some sort of mastery in one strategy and you've mastered yourself, your thinking starts to change. You start to read better books, you start to take better actions, you've developed better habits, and now you are this profitable trader that you've dreamed of being. But this all takes time. But how we go from here and transcend all the way to this profitable trader is by quite literally changing our thinking. Man, I'm not even gonna lie. Like when I was in college, I read this book called As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. And he said, as you think, so shall you become. Because the goal here, what we're all trying to do is that we want to become a profitable trader. But you can only do that if you learn how to think like one. So definitely write that down, because we're going to break this down even further. I'm going to quickly share with you guys the process of human development, because everything all begins as a thought, okay? So we all have thoughts, and if we think about something over a long period of time, we generate emotions from that. Those emotions drive us to take actions. These actions, repeated over time, develop our habits. These habits develop our character, and our character ultimately determines our destiny. All right. In the very beginning, as a beginner trader, what are your thoughts like? Let's say, for example, you took your first loss. What's the very first thought you're gonna have? Oh, I gotta make this money back. Oh, you start having these devilish ass thoughts that you never knew existed. And what happens is that these devilish thoughts drive these angry, fear-like emotions, like you gotta prove yourself, you gotta make this money back. So what do? You force a trade. You force a trade that's not a part of your trading plan. And the thing is that we tend to repeat this cycle over and over again. And we don't realize this is literally what's happening. And this very thing is the reason why most people get stuck in that frustrated novice stage, including myself. I was stuck in this loop for about 2 years because I repeated the same process and I developed very bad habits that kept me at that frustrated novice stage for about 2 years. So how do we go about changing this? By quite literally, changing our thoughts. So first thing you want to ask yourself is, how does a profitable trader think? So let's take some time. Let's go into the future. How would the future profitable you be thinking while they're in front of the computer screen? Think about that for a sec. I'll give you some ideas here. I'm just following my plan. I'm patiently waiting for my setup. My handwriting's so bad. I don't need to make this loss back. There's always tomorrow. I think these are really good examples. For me, this is what I actively think about when I'm in front of my computer screen, but it's different for everyone, you feel me? But take, for example, when you are a beginner or you're still not frustrated novice stage, are you thinking like this at all? Probably not. You're probably thinking to yourself, oh, I gotta trade. I gotta put on a trade. Like, you want that feeling, you want that rush of emotion to put on a trade. You feel me? And again, that's what keeps people in that loop, because again, it all comes down to your thoughts. So you want to bring some awareness of what kind of thoughts are you having? And is my thoughts in alignment to serve me? Or is it in alignment to hold me back? These thoughts alone are going to help you become that profitable trader. Okay, because all you're really doing is embodying a new set of thoughts, replacing your old ones for some new ones. Now that we know how a profitable trader could potentially think, what kind of emotions will they feel as a result? Boom. So number 2, What kind of emotions does a profitable trader feel? Probably relaxed, confident, calm, self-assured. Because again, if you think back to as a frustrated novice, they're probably not feeling this. They probably feel anxious. They probably feel a little bit scared. They probably feel a little antsy because they have to put on a trade. But when you're a profitable trader, you're relaxed, you're confident, you're calm, you're self-assured because you know that your trading plan is gonna pay you over a long period of time, okay? So now that we understand the thoughts that we need to have and the emotions we need to experience, we need to give ourselves the permission to think and feel those things. You don't need to be printing $1,000 a day or making a crazy amount of cash for you to be thinking and feeling in such a way. You can feel these things right now. You just have to allow yourself to do so, okay? So now that we've embodied the thoughts of a profitable trader and the emotions of a profitable trader, we're gonna keep things real simple because at this point, the actions that you'll be taking as a profitable trader are just gonna be following your trading plan. Is as simple as that, okay? And once you do that over a period of time, you're gonna start developing these fantastic habits. You've finally gotten rid of those nasty habits that's held you back over the past, who knows, years or so. And now, finally, my friend, you are that profitable trader that has been living inside of you this entire time because all you did was learn how to change your thoughts from the very beginning. Because here's the thing, we're gonna keep this really, really, really simple. You create your reality based upon your thoughts. So what we're doing right now with this exercising is we're literally changing our identity in real time. So let's say this is where we are and this is where we want to be. Over time, as you maintain the thoughts, the emotions, and taking the right action as a profitable trader, you start to bring yourself closer and closer to those dreams that you've always thought about, all because that you've maintained the right mindset of a profitable trader. And in due time, it's not even a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. You're gonna start being this profitable trader that has been living inside of you this entire time.